Good morning and welcome to Spiritual Living in Eugene, Oregon. We have a nice rainy day here, just light and refreshing and watering all those beautiful flowers and the trees that are now changing colors somewhere in this state, I'm sure. I'm Reverend Trish Mackey and I will be leading you in a meditation today. And I have chosen one that I read in a past issue of actually 2013 of a magazine that we used to have called Creative Thought, along with the Science of Mind magazine. But this is written by Reverend Martin Preston from Clearwater, Florida. And it was just so beautiful, I thought. So I'm going to invite you to just take a breath and let it go and just make yourself comfortable. If you close your eyes or lower them, you'll find that that kind of centers you and you're not distracted by anything around you. So join with me for the next few minutes and let me share with you these wonderful words. When we go to the center, we are in the being from which we came from and which we ever flow and in which we ever stand, and apart from which we are not. And that was written by M. Basil Pennington. This is called the I Am in the Circle. God is the center and circumference of all that is. God is the center and circumference of my being. I am in and of the circle that has no beginning and no ending. Within the circle is all life. I am living that life fully. Within the circle is every possibility, and I claim all of the good that awaits me. Within the circle, all is love, and I bask in the warmth of its presence. Within the circle is wisdom and light. I clearly see my path, and I am guided to make wise decisions. Within the circle, peace flows like a gentle river, undisturbed. A peace beyond circumstances that cannot be taken from me. Within the circle, beauty and joy are everywhere and everyone. They are what I see, what I hear, and what I feel. Anything that is not in harmony with spirit is outside of that circle, and it has no power over me. I speak my word of truth with thanksgiving, knowing that it goes forth and circles back to me, blessed, fulfilled, and multiplied. And so it is. As I listen to these words, I know that the words reflect the truth of my being. For there is only one of us, and we come from the one and only source. And that source is that circle that has no circumference. For it all God, wherever we look, whatever we see, whatever we hear it with love. We see it with love. We understand it coming from love and allowing love to be the guiding light that guides us towards peace, towards joy. And towards a bigger understanding of self. It is my intention to engage in direct forms of communication and connection within that circle and with every life that I touch. As I meet and I speak to someone new, I turn up the volume on sharing that love in the form of warmth and of enthusiasm and clarity of awareness that I am dealing with another example of God in form. The outside tells me nothing about the essence of the being within. That as I look at where I am in my life, I know that I am always at choice to create and to look at and to embrace a bigger and bigger picture of my life and of what I see in it. And everything that is no longer part of it, I bless, I release, and I give thanks for having the opportunity to have had that experience. I think of the memories, I think of the love shared, of the peace shared, of the laughter shared. And I glow. I glow on the inside as I let it come out in a smile that I share with everyone I meet. I am always, always the best possible expression of the divine within me. For I make that choice. I choose me. I choose me as I know my values. I choose me as I know my willingness to allow myself to be a bigger example and expression of the divine that lives within me. I listen. I listen without judgment. The silence allows me to hear God speaking back to me. For God speaks in the silence between the words. And as I open myself up to the listening, truly listening, I understand that my choice is to choose me, to choose myself, to choose that which uplifts my life. And let go of all that does not add to it in an uplifting way. I give thanks for knowing about the infinite intelligence that forever guides and inspires my thoughts and my actions. I know that as I make a decision, that my action always meets with consequences. And I know as I come from the true nature of myself, my authentic self, that those consequences may not always be comfortable, but they are always necessary. Necessary for me to grow and to expand and to understand the gifts that have been given to me for this journey and experience that I am currently in. This is a good day to proclaim from the rooftops of my consciousness, God is and I am. I am enough. I am worthy. I am designed to be an example of God in this experience. I am the hands that help. I am the feet that take action. I am the ears that listen without judgment. I am the one. I am the one living my life. And I choose that direction. I am uplifted and I am aware of my value, of my character, of my life, and how I want it to be. And I do everything coming from that center of love, guided by that voice of love, guided by the inspirations, the things that I see and the things that I hear. And I know and recognize that everyone is living their life. And we cross over on the journey. For a while, for a lifetime, or for a few years. It's divinely guided. Our actions have consequences. Our actions have rewards. And I open myself right here and right now to more rewards, to more understanding of self, and to know that I am in a circle that has no beginning and no end, and I am God in form. I accept it, I acknowledge it, I rejoice in it. I am uplifted by those words, by the reminder. Right here in this moment is the moment of truth, and I make that decision. The decision that is right for me, right for everyone. Your decision is the one that is the most important. God is always there with you. Start with God. Start with love. Remember, you're in the circle that cannot be touched by anything outside of God. Breathe in. And so it is.
Good morning. We are your joy notes to welcome you and help you sing with us. We are so happy to have you here today. My name is Naomi.
Sue.
And Joe.
Please stand and join us as we sing our first community song.
Get you in the mood.
Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Living and learning with my mind stayed on spirit. Living and learning with my mind stayed on spirit. Living and learning with my mind stay on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, please greet your neighbors and let's have a good welcome.
Hey, neighbor.
And let's remember to turn off our cell phones. I need to stop. What am I saying?
Well, what about a three-way hug? What about a three-way hug?
We can do a three-way.
All right. I don't have to say it all by myself.
That's right.
All right. What have you been up to, Naomi?
What's that?
What have you been up to?
Camping this week in Detroit Lake. It was beautiful.
What's that?
I went camping this week up in Detroit Lake.
Oh.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds. We all form a tapestry woven from one life. One creation, undivided, unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord. We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life. One creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see your beautiful faces. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. And as most of you know, my name is Danu, and thank you. Hello to everyone joining us remotely from home. If you're here for your first time in the lobby, we have a form you can fill out and get signed up for our newsletter. The newsletter is the best way to stay up to date on all of our classes, fun events, and service opportunities. And here at this center, we know that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. So we use the principles of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. And now I'm going to share with you a piece of our Declaration of Principles. The goodness of God. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. And I'd like to welcome up our practitioner of the day, Trish Mackey. And if you would all rise if you choose, we're going to sing one more song.
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. 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 I am you, you are me. We are one. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. And peace has come. For we are one.
So I invite you to join with me in settling in and being present, both body, mind, and spirit. This is a moment of your life that you have never had before, and how you choose to use it and how you choose to think is determined by your choice. So I invite you to close your eyes or just simply lower them with your feet flat on the floor to draw up the energy from the earth's core and also allowing it to come down from the universe. As I use the word I, know that it is you that I speak of, for there is only one of us. So right here and right now, what I know is that all is well in the world, that everything unfolds in the way of its greatest joy, of its greatest power, of its greatest knowing of the direction that it is moving. For it is all created and contained within the circle of life. As I choose to spend my time in this location with people of like minds, with people that speak to my soul with their words and their music, I know that my growth continues, that more and more is revealed to me as I allow myself to be open to make room for the new. To not doubt it, but to accept it, to add it to the mix, and allow only those things that bring me great joy and peace of mind and love in all shapes and forms, in all opportunities, in all events. Life is about life, and my life is the life that I focus on. And as I do, I have so much more to give to those who I interact with. I'm so grateful for this location, this center so sacred, and the people that come in it so special. that everyone brings who they are. I know that what I know is the truth of my being and also of all within the sound of my voice. For there is only one. And in this space, we're so blessed to be here and to allow ourselves to be part of and to be open to and to allow looking at things expansively, looking at things with a new awareness, looking at the newness of what can be, not settling for what has been. I know that with every note on the music and all of the words that are spoken and the heartfelt sharing, that I will leave here a different person than I arrived. And I am so blessed. I know that God is all there is, and I live from that center of God's peace and beauty and love and life and joy and happiness. And together we say, and so it is. It is.
And so it is. Thank you, Trish. And now I'm going to read aloud for you our September affirmation. I'll read it once, and then you can choose to repeat it again with me. As I practice the presence of God, I realize I am worthy simply because I am. When I live on purpose and in service to life, I discover that anything is possible. Now with me if you choose. As I practice the presence of God, I realize I am worthy simply because I am. When I live on purpose and in service to life, I discover that anything is possible. And so it is. And our talk today will be given by our beloved Reverend Linda Finley. She will be speaking on the topic elevation of awareness. And before her talk, we've got our beloved Matt and Mo. Take it away, Matt and Mo.
Okay, hi. This is a James Taylor arrangement of an old, it's either a folk song or a hymn. Nobody knows for sure. And there's more than one set of lyrics to it. There's even a New Thought lyrics. But I chose to do the original lyrics, which are beautiful and to me meaningful. It's kind of about finding love, losing love, and the chance to find love again. Oh, I guess I'm singing. Keep the microphone in front of me. The water is wide, I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sink or swim. Well, love is handsome and love is the sweetest flower. When first it's new, but love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like summer dew. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I, and both shall row, my love and I.
Let's prepare our hearts now for our message.
My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening.
Breathing in, God is. Breathing out, I am. My very breath reminds me that I am part of something bigger. That there is more of me than even I can see. And so I allow myself to open up to look at things differently, to turn in a circle like a dervish, and know that wherever I look, what I see is sacred. Wherever I go is holy ground. I am. And that is what I am, and that is who I am, and that is whose I am. One life, one source, one power, one infinite wisdom. Grateful to know that I am always where I need to be. I let go. I let the infinite flow through me. And I let it be so. And so it is. Well, you're not going to believe this. Linda got a new book. Actually, she got 3 new books, but I'm going to talk about one of them today. I walked into Barnes & Noble to order a book from, a few years ago I went to Ireland for a writer's retreat, and the author that I was working with has come out with a new book, so I went in to order, to see if her book was there and to order it if it was not, and I did, and then this book was just standing on the shelf going, Linda, 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 get me, get me. And I picked it up, and I just, it was very plain and the knowing. And then I picked it up and realized it is written by 2 of Wayne Dyer's daughters. And it is 11 lessons to understand the quiet urges of your soul. Ooh. Ooh. So Heather, we might want to get a few copies of this for the bookstore, I'm thinking, because I'm probably going to be talking about this a lot in the next few weeks. And the funny thing is, you'd think there was only one mind or something. I've heard something like that. But the first chapter is precisely what this week's talk was about. Go figure, Yeah, you would think there was only one mind or something. So this week we've been looking all month at the idea of transcendent purpose, of a purpose that goes above and beyond, that climbs above and beyond where we are into something new. And this week the topic is the elevation of awareness. Raising the way we look at things, raising the way we open to what is around us. My mom, I loved her dearly. She was so wonderful, and she had absolutely no sense of direction whatsoever. And so early on in life, I was about 5 years old when I figured out if we were going to remember what door we came through in the store, it was going to be up to me to remember and get us back there, and to how to get here from here to there or whatever. And so I became highly observant of everything going on around me, so I knew where we were and how to trace our steps backwards. And I have friends who commented, wow, I can't believe you saw that as we were driving by. It's like because I'm always open. I'm always trying to be aware. And that really has served me well on my spiritual journey because I never think I'm at a place where I already know something. There's always more that I could learn. There's always more that I could understand. There's always more that I could see. There's always something else out there. And that's how we wind up moving in a new direction, is through our awareness, through our elevated awareness, through our awareness of the possibilities that exist all around us. I've been doing a spiritual practice every day, and you write 4 sentences: I choose to be better at, I choose to be aware of, I choose to let go of, and I choose to trust. And for the longest time, I was choosing to be aware of negative things. I was choosing to be aware of distractions. I was choosing to be aware of problems. I was choosing to be aware of potential issues. And I realized, why do I want to be aware of that? Don't I want to be aware of the beauty that's around me? Don't I want to be aware of the possibilities for growth and change? Don't I want to be aware of what I can do with my life rather than what I don't want to do? And that's becoming aware of what we're wired to be aware of is a spiritual practice. Am I always looking for what could go wrong instead of how to make things go right? You know, what am I looking at when I'm aware of the things going on around me? What am I looking for? And so today's talk is a little bit about that. The message is the spiritual practice of why we're here, the transcendent purpose, and how to elevate our awareness. And the bottom line is, we are here. We incarnated. We became lives in order to embrace and understand our true nature. We came here to figure out who we are. We came here to realize, to make real the fact that we are sacred beings. We are already sacred beings. We come out of the womb as sacred as we're ever going to be. We can't get more spiritual. We're already spirit. I mean, I remember when I was first in the teaching and everybody's talking about wanting to get more spiritual. I want to get more spiritual. We're already spiritual. We're already sacred. We are already. And the purpose of life is for us to remember that. The purpose of life is for us to wake up to that. We're born, and the basis of this book that Csle and Serena have written is the whole idea that we're born with the ability to connect to that within which is divine. We're already born with it. You don't have to learn. I don't have to learn how to connect to the divine. The divine is already in me going, hi, hi, I'm here. Psst. That's that still small voice we talk about. It's already in us. It's already there. And it's not going, oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, you can't do that. It's not that voice. It's the voice going, wait, try this. Oops, look at that. Ooh, wait a minute. Look at that over there. Isn't that cute? That's what we're set to do. We don't have to learn how to do it. We just have to remember how to hear it. We have to elevate our awareness of it. We can call it intuition. We can call it knowing. Well, that's the one I don't have to need the book for. We're all born with a knowing, an inner compass. An inner compass. The quiet urgings of our soul that guide us as if randomly, but in truth, by the spoken whisper of God. We're guided constantly. We have within us a wisdom that is timeless. We have within us a power that is without limit. We have within us a curiosity that is insatiable, but we program it out of us as we grow up. Can we be curious? But why? But why? But why? 2-year-olds, wait until...
Don't push it, Linda.
Wait until he's 2 going, but why? But why, Granny? But why, Mommy? But why, Daddy? Why? But why? The wonderful, curious, insatiable sponge that is our curiosity. It's still in us. It's still ready to be moistened up and listened to. So as we move through life, we are always at choice. Yeah. Dr. Dyer used to say about the concept of choice, this is a roundabout way, but it's when something is going on, if I am getting upset, if I'm getting angry, if I'm getting frustrated, if I am feeling fear or any way of stuff that just isn't good feeling, I can say to myself, I could choose peace right now. I could choose peace right now. On those days when the news has gotten to me, on those days when I'm feeling frustrated with the life and the world, I could see peace instead of this. I could do that. It doesn't mean I'm crawling under a rock and not doing anything to create change and build something new, but what it means is I'm letting go of my sense of fear and anger and frustration, and I'm moving into peace, which allows me to access the brilliant part of me that is timeless and eternal, because that's why I'm here, to get to know that part of me that is timeless and eternal. At the very beginning of this book, page 2, okay? Carl Jung. You might remember we talk about Carl Jung every now and again. And this is a very Jungian philosophy that we have here. And to awaken from what Jung termed the morning, M-O-R-N-I-N-G, the morning, as in morning, afternoon, evening, the morning of our lives. The morning of our lives is focused on personal, physical, and material accomplishments, progress, and to progress into the afternoon and move toward evening as we make an inward shift of attention toward a higher spiritual understanding and connection within ourselves and the world. The first part of our lives is about awakening to the world, becoming observant of the world, becoming curious in the world, learning the world, looking outside of ourselves, and spending a whole lot of time doing stuff out here. And then there comes a point where we do a turnaround, and we come within to that part of us which is waiting for us to wake up, waiting for us to hear it, waiting for us to see it, waiting for us to grow. There's a part of us that is infinite, that is pure love. You look at him and you know there's pure love there. Well, you still contain that. Each one of us still contains that within us. We are that pure, innocent love. There is a space in us which cannot be damaged by the actions of the world. There is a space in us that has been untouched by the pain we have experienced. There is a place in us that is whole and complete and filled with love. We've buried it very deeply, but it's there. And it's who we truly are. Underneath all our stories, underneath all our beliefs, underneath all our experiences, underneath all the things that have happened, the truth of us is love. The truth of us is infinite life. The truth of us is creative beauty. and peace and power. This is who we are, and this is our transcendent purpose, to find that again, to move towards that again, to be that again, to bring my awareness to every situation that I am in and to bring love with it, to be the love that the world is seeking. I look back on my life, and there are things in my life that happened that were tragedies, that were losses, that were ugly, that were not very pleasant at all at the time. And there are things that if they had not happened, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have the strength that I have today. I would not have the curiosity. I would not have the abilities that I have today had I not gone through those experiences. I don't recommend them, but it's kind of like having a trainer at the gym. They're going to push you till you think your body's going to break, and then you get better, and then you get stronger, and then you get more flexible, and then you get wiser. So when something is happening, when I am in the midst of something happening, it's not good to say, oh, you'll look on this someday and just think it's wonderful. No, I'm not going to do that with you. That's not a wisdom anyone needs to hear. When I'm in the middle of my pain, I can decide whether I'm ready to choose peace instead of that, or I can also process the emotions. What is this here to teach me? And instead of going, why me? Why me? Why does this happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? What is this here to teach me? There's got to be a lesson in all of this. What is this trying to teach me? What is the lesson I need to learn here? What am I learning from this? Maybe I'm learning that I had a greater love than I thought I did. Maybe I'm learning that I feel alone and I don't want anybody to ever feel alone like that. Maybe, I don't know what I'm learning. Each of us has to learn our own thing. But what am I learning from this? And then, the big one of that is, how can I use what I learn to serve my loved ones? How can I use what I learn to serve my own deepest calling? Is this calling me to be a volunteer somewhere? Is this calling me to serve other people in some way? Is this calling me in the most difficult of times to be there for others? What is this asking of me? What is this calling me to do? Go within and ask yourself what it is that you want. What are you trying to do? Is it something that fulfills your ego, or is it of service? You'll arrive at your highest self when the answers to these questions bring peace, not what your ego wants. The ultimate peace you can arrive at is to feel God within yourself. And that is your knowing. What is it in me that is yearning to be expressed right now? What is it in me that needs to be heard right now? What is it in me that I need to say, that I need to feel, that I need to know? when I allow myself to shift my perspective, to look at things from a different angle, it allows me to connect with so much more guidance, so much more love, so much more wisdom. Wayne Dyer used to say something that sounds very much like if you change your thinking, change your life. What he used to say was, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. One thing you may not be aware of, the science geek in me loved this. At the subatomic level, the act of observing a particle changes the way the particle acts. The energy of the person viewing the particle actually changes the particle itself. In other words, the way in which we observe these particles can determine what they ultimately become. Everything that makes up the physical world can be broken down into particles and then subatomic particles, including the human body. So it is not a stretch to believe that when we change how we look at a situation, the situation will quite literally change. Think about that. This is the same as the simple truth that until you are ready to receive a lesson, it doesn't matter how many times you hear that lesson in 1,000 different ways, you must be in alignment with what the lesson is trying to teach in order for the message to stick. The energy that you bring to each situation you find yourself in determines the outcome you ultimately experience. When I come with cynicism, when I come with resistance, when I come with skepticism, when I come with that oh so wise worldly attitude of this is not quite, silly, this is silly woo-woo stuff, that's not real, then that's what it is to me. Until something happens that shows me the universe is listening to me and responding as a mirror to my thoughts in ways I didn't even imagine possible. There is good for me and I ought to have it. There is love for me and I ought to have it. And the thing of it is, in order to have it, I need to give it. I need to give that love. I need to give that good. If I want more time, I need to give more time. If I want more money, I need to give more money. If I want more space, I need to create more space and give more space. If I want to connect, I need to connect. I need to give connection. Whatever is lacking in my life is lacking because I'm not giving it. There is love all around us. There is love within us. We are born with all the love of that little sweet baby. And we still have that. This is what I want to get through to you. Even though you haven't experienced it yet, the reason we respond the way we do to babies is because there's a part of us that sees itself. There's a part of us that sees itself, that remembers what it was like to feel that open, that curious, that alive. The elevated awareness that you seek is already within you. You just need to adjust your focus a little bit and allow the love that is in you to reach out and spill out into the world. And you might be surprised at how beautifully the world responds to you. Thank you. Danu, do you have a transformational moment this morning?
I didn't have one prepared.
Okay. Matt had one. Matt had a transformational moment last week. I forgot. I had it, but I lost it.
My dog ate it.
Anybody else have a transformational moment they would like to share? Joe?
Should I share it from here?
No, so people can hear you at home, you need to come up here.
Yes, of course. Well, I had the opportunity to go to the coast for an overnight this week to a place I go to regularly. But what was different and I hadn't experienced in so many years and was really transformational and magical was we were there at sunset, and it had been a beautiful, clear day, as it's been so many times. But the difference now is that the heat of the summer had passed, and so we were able to observe the sun sink directly into the sea without having to pass through a fog bank or any clouds or anything like that. And I've spent some time years past in the tropics and saw that, frequently enough. But like I say, here it's generally obscured by clouds and fog. But the difference between the tropics and here is in the tropics, twilight is much shorter and the sun goes into the sea in a matter of seconds. Whereas here, it lasted for, it just seemed like 2 or 3 minutes. It might have not been that long, but so slowly, and it was just magical.
And from the look on everybody's faces, there was a total and complete that was a transformational moment you recognize, yes. Could I get the song leaders and the ushers to come forward, please? This is our opportunity to give and receive. This is our opportunity to give thanks for the good that is going on through this center and for the opportunity to give to our source of spiritual food. And so if you would, there's a way you can give online. You can scan to donate. There are various different ways you can give. But right now, I'm giving the old-fashioned way with a check. And whether or not you're giving today, please place your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I bless this gift,
I bless this gift,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
and that it comes back to me,
And it
and
comes
comes
back to me,
pressed down,
pressed down,
overflowing,
overflowing
and multiplied.
and
and
multiplied. Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love, gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And we give thanks because we have a fabulous old theme song from Matt and Mo today. think we're blessed. Thank you, thank you. No, not bad, yeah. Announcements. Yeah, all the cool things that are going to be happening here. As in, right now, or not right now, at 11:45, the discussion group will be in the meditation room. Any of you who are interested in talking a little bit more about what went on today, that's the place to be. It's a half-hour discussion group.
Linda,
Yes?
did we find someone to lead it since I'll be in the board?
Oh, we need someone to lead it. Reverend Trish, would you be able to? Hello? I don't think I'm on. No, you're not. Okay, I am now. So Reverend Trish, can you lead the discussion group today?
I can.
Okay, so Reverend Trish will lead the discussion group. Thank you, Danu, for reminding. Transmission meditation is Tuesdays at 7:30 in the meditation room with Bethel Evans, who's up in the sound room today. And Bethel, this is one of the weeks you'll be here at 7 in case people have questions. Is that right? Okay, so if you are curious about this and you would like more information, come a little early and Bethel will talk to you about what it's all about. Men's coffees, Tuesdays at 10:30. Soup for the Soul is Thursdays at noon. This week we're going to be looking at the concept of doing journaling and how that is an effective spiritual practice. I haven't figured out the soup yet. Well, it'll be a surprise. Or maybe I'll know by the newsletter, and the newsletter will let you know. Bereavement group is at 1:30 in the meditation room on Thursday as well. Actually, I forgot to delete this slide because this is the final Saturday of the month, so it would be yard cleanup. But we had a member who paid for some people to come in and do I don't know if you noticed, but a huge ground cleanup. They cleaned up everything. So from this point on, we'll just be taking care of it and keeping it up. So don't worry about this Saturday. We won't be doing yard weeding or whatever because it already got done. Second Sunday workshop is going to be October 12th at noon, and I believe Danu is. No, it's Kathy. Kathy Day will be leading it. Okay, and I will chat with her about that. We don't have a topic yet, but it will be Kathy Day, not Danu. You can still become an official member next Sunday after the gathering. You may think, well, I've been coming for a year and a half. I'm a member. If you haven't gone to a membership class and said, yes, I'd like to become a member, and signed a form that said, please make me a member, you're not a member yet. So if you'd like to become a member, you can sign up. There will be refreshments served. I usually do a soup and some bread, and we'll have information about what it is to be a member and how you can then participate in the annual business meeting. And the annual business meeting is not going to be the last Sunday in October this year because most of the people who are part of it can't be here that weekend, so we had to move it to the first Sunday in November, but we're letting you know a month in advance, so this way everybody knows that that's when it is. So we'll be electing new board members, we'll be going over what we've done, and we'll be looking at what we would like to do in the coming year. And if you are interested in becoming a member of the Board of Trustees or finding out what that involves, Kelly, could you stand? And who else is here that is, I think Sandra just walked out, but talk to Kelly if you'd like to become a member. She can talk to you a bit about that, okay? And we're still doing the recycling. We're doing really, really well with that. People just keep bringing in bags and bags and bags of bottles, and I think now it's come up to almost $700 we've collected. So we're doing really, really beautifully. So keep it up, people. And the Book Boutique, Heather is doing wonderful work with the Book Boutique and getting things going. And it's open this Sunday, so just go in and check it out. And if you would like to talk about working in the bookstore or being a greeter or any of those other things, please talk to Susan. She has the knowledge of what is needed right now. And thank you to everybody who donated the artwork on the walls. And Reverend Trish, would you please come up and talk about what it is to be, what do practitioners do for us?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot? Oh.
But you know, you don't have to do a whole lot, but you have to do the right things that work for you. That's right. That's right. Here's the deal. Are you really happy with your life? Or is there something in it that you'd like to add to it that you still want to experience and you haven't had the opportunity just yet? If there is, talk with a practitioner who can see past the part of what you can't see, because you know the good news is you're in charge of your life and the bad news is you're in charge of your life. And so sometimes you can't do it by yourself. That's what practitioners do. They stay focused on what's the truth of you within you, not the outside surfaces or the emotions that you're going through. So I'm going to have the practitioners that are here today stand up, and these are the people that will be available either at the windows, and I will be up here on the front that will give you, just tell us what you want, and then be quiet and listen. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, so we have Reverend Linda, Danu Green, Radiant Gaines, and Susan. So, and myself. So here we are. We're here for you. It's a free service that we give you. And you know what? You're silly not to take anything that's for free. I'm sorry. So would you stand now, join hands, and sing our closing song?
Said it's all right.
Say it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Now listen to the beat. Kinda tap your feet. You got soul, everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do, just have a little soul, make life your goal. Surely something's got to come to you, 'cause it's all right. Said it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right.
After me, God is.
God is.
I am.
I am.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is. All right, Trish.